Hi, air signs. Welcome to your February 2019 reading, Aquarius. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a great month and a great solar return. And let's get right into it. Spirit has a lot of really big, very beautiful messages for you. Okay. So the first card we want to talk about is this gorgeous card. The ever-unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So, yeah, there are a lot of things I'm getting with this. First of all, visit some water because it will be very cleansing for your soul. Like a river, a lake, a stream, anything. Just spend a little time listening to natural water flow. And that will be like sound healing for you. It's going to heal you from the inside out. Spirit, and the one that came out with it is, don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So basically what Spirit is trying to say here is that every single thing that happens along your journey, like, happens for a reason. Every situation you're faced with, every person you're faced with, everything you see, it's all on your divinely guided path. And it's very important that, especially if you're a spiritual person and you connect so deeply to Spirit, that you do not dim your light in order to fit in with those around you. Like, if you are on a very high vibration, a high frequency of love, light, spirit, like, it's, there's a lot of people that might be around you or that you might come across on your path, which is all on purpose, but there's a lot of people you might come across that are a much lower vibration than you. And, yeah, Spirit is just asking you, when you come in contact with these human beings or situations, to be very, very true to yourself and understand that, like, none of this is happening to hurt you. None of this is happening for malice. This is all happening for your highest and greatest good. So it's happening for you, not to you. You might not be able to see the end result right now, but, yeah. It's all happening for a reason. The rose is absolutely gorgeous. Where I am, it's winter, so there's not really many flowers blooming right now, if any. And I think it's very important when you can't go outside to bring the outside inside. So, like, go ahead and buy yourself some flowers if you want to. Like, you don't have to wait for somebody else to buy you flowers. Buy your own flowers. I do that shit all the time, and people are like, oh, so what, you're your own boyfriend because you're buying yourself flowers? Like, when did it become problematic for a woman to buy flowers for herself? And, like, why people gotta make fun of that? So, anyway, like, maybe if you feel weird about it, if you feel weird about buying your own flowers because other people have given you a hard time, don't. Just go get them and bring them in your house and have a little life in your house. Talk to your flowers, too. I just got that. I just pictured, like, Alice in Wonderland, and you can learn a lot of things from the flowers. Sit and meditate and talk to your flowers. And if people think it's weird, screw them. Like, don't dim to fit in. This is you. This is your path. Your path has nothing to do with anybody who doesn't want the best for you. So if somebody's got an issue, forget it. They gotta worry about their own path. Why aren't they walking down their own? It's like when somebody's, like, texting and not paying attention and walks into something. It's like that. It's like they want to focus on something else so they don't have to focus on their true path. So, yeah. There's a lot of beauty and light and love and pink. Like, pink. Oh, Valentine's Day, duh. But, like, there's just, like, a lot of love energy around you, and just don't let other people dim it. Now, this card is really saying to me, like, this whole reading is about balance, which air sign Libra, anyway. But anyway, okay, so this card is really speaking to me right now about how you're on guard and you kind of like see how she's like peering from around there. It's like everywhere she goes, first she's got her sword up to make sure it's safe and that it's okay, and she's kind of peering around it, and then she's like, okay, it's not so bad out there, maybe I'll go out and but I'll still have my sword. I'll still have my sword just in case. So Spirit is asking you to find a little more balance in your defensiveness. And look, she's got on armor. So I think they want you to know, but look at that light around her, that light shining down like that. Spirit wants you to know that you are protected by your aura and by the spirits, guides, guardians, and angels around you. So you have spiritual armor. You don't really need to have this physical armor that you have up with other people and not trusting, or, you know, whatever it is. Like, maybe you've been really, really hurt physically, mentally, emotionally. Maybe you've been abused, and it's like you walk around with this armor and this sword up, ready to cut people's heads off because you know how bad it can be. But Spirit wants you to know that they are all around you and that your light from within is what protects you. That's why you can't dim to fit in, because dimming your light, being around things of a low vibration, you will lose that armor, and that's why you needed to create the physical armor. But they really, really want you to understand that Spirit's got your back. So do the cosmos. If you believe in aliens, the aliens are with you. Oh my god, guys, I saw Sirius, or Sirius, I believe you pronounce it. Yeah, the constellation Sirius, last night, and because I got home kind of late, I went out with some friends, and got home around midnight. Guys, if like that constellation, at first I thought it was the Little Dipper because it made like a perfect shape. But then my friends who I was with were like, no, that's Sirius. And it was like my whole body just like got covered in chills because it was like blinking all the different, she said it's the Seven Sisters. Or maybe it was Pleiades. Could have been Pleiades. The Pleiadians. Whatever it was. Okay, I'm getting off track. Whatever it was like all the different stars were blinking at different times, kind of like fading in and out, and they were green looking. And I just was like, what? That is so beautiful. What is that? And she said, oh, that's the Seven Sisters. So, yeah. That's either Sirius or the Pleiades, and maybe Sirius is a part of Pleiades, I'm not sure. So, I gotta brush up on my astrology, my actual, like, knowledge of space. Anyway, look into Sirius and Pleiades. Okay. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. The earth just moved to 5D, which is the heart chakra, and I really think that you shifted with it. You were ready. I think you were physically taking care of your body, like maybe right before it happened, you felt it and you were suddenly like, yeah, I need to, the moon goddess is on here and ancient Egyptian, hieroglyphs. But anyway, so maybe before the shift in 2019, your body suddenly felt the need to upgrade your diet, and maybe you have a very good diet, but maybe like you're not using the microwave anymore, or like, you know, you're just not eating out at all, you're only making your own food, or maybe you were eating really bad and you're taking the small steps to eat more vegetables or things like that. That was because the earth said, hey, we need your body to be in tip-top shape for this shift, and we need you to cleanse so that your heart can shift, and that your chakras can shift to the heart chakra. So maybe you started exercising more too, maybe you're doing yoga, maybe you're dancing, maybe you're, I also think this was like a career thing. Like, I think that you needed to shift with the earth, and so you shifted into the heart chakra, and this made you like kind kind of step into your career path as well. But to step into your career path, you needed a healthy body. Like, maybe you are a nanny and you have to, or maybe you're a mom and it's very important for you to stay fit so that you can keep up with your children and be around for your children and just play and like jump and pick them up and bend and like all these things that the body does all day long when you're with children. Like, you made a choice. Yeah. Or maybe your career is actually in something physical. Like, maybe you are a personal trainer and you just decided to take the next step and get certified because you haven't been doing it for money. Whatever it is, your body was connected to your career and you had to get it straight and you had to get it in line, so you did. You did. You've been working with the moon and the sun and with gods and goddesses. And whether you've been working with them or not, you have seriously attracted them. Because the next card we have is Council of Light. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So all of this taking care of yourself has attracted ascended masters. And ascended masters are like humans who have basically like reached nirvana or done what they were supposed to do on this earth, followed their path. That's like Jesus, Buddha, Kuan Yin. Yeah, you've attracted the ascended masters. They've got their eye on you and they got your back. And it's almost like there's this light coming from your crown chakra. Like, we all have a halo, right? That's your crown chakra. And, you know, artists would portray it as the halo in older times because they didn't know what it was, but they did report seeing or feeling a light over people's heads, like when they had very strong crown chakras, very strong connection to the divine, right? The halos are always connected to heaven and angels and whatever. Well, let me tell you, there are earth angels. There are angels all over this earth, humans that have been sent down to be angels in the physical realm. And so I feel like you have this light that's not just like a little halo, it's like this shooting light. Like that. Like, if you can see this, there's like a hole kind of here in the atmosphere and then this goes down. Like, this is like heavens. Like, your earth is way, way down here. You're like a little Horton Hears a Who on earth in the universe. However, you're much more than that, because from this little thing, there is this huge spiritual beam just bursting from your crown chakra, and it's almost like, it's like a lighthouse. It's like a lighthouse. So, you know, what are lighthouses for? They give the light to show the land in the fog so that the ships can come in. So that your ships can come in. You did some manifesting, you did some writing, and you did some, you've been maybe some spell work, whatever it was, and then the 5D shift really elevated your DNA and it elevated your spiritual power. So this shift in your head, this light, it like spirit all of a sudden was coming through loud and clear, and your messages were shooting way through loud and clear into the universe. And so you are a lighthouse now, and all of these spirits that are here for your highest and greatest good, they're like, oh, there she is, there he is, I see the light, the ships are coming in, they're following the light, they're saying, that's where the light is, that's where I need to go, so that I can help humanity too. I want to help this human, help the humans. That is so freaking deep. Like, just think about that. You're like a little, like, you're a spiraling light that's, like, attracting what you need. You've got a lot of spirit's attentions. Mary also, like, Mary, Jesus' mother, was associated with the rose, as well as skulls, which not many people know. So if roses or skulls have been coming up for you, or just, like, statues of the Mother Mary, like, where you go randomly, that's like, it's a big sign. Anyway, yeah, so Mother Mary, the Black Madonna, which is almost, it's like the same, not the same spirit, but nearly the same. Kuan Yin, which she is an ascended master as well. Jesus, yeah. I'm getting Mary Magdalene too, because I'm pretty sure Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary were different people. So yeah, continue to take care of your body and just continue walking down your path with a big open heart. Look at her arms spread, that rose coming from her chest, not dimming to fit in and letting down your armor. All of this is making the spirits go, wow, look at that. That's incredible. What an incredible human being. Let's help them. That's what they're saying. Let's help him or her. Or them. Doesn't have to be him or her, if you prefer to be gender neutral. Okay. So, we have, at the same time, what came out is Five of Pentacles and Justice. We're going to go off that track a little bit, because when I was pulling these, I got a very specific message. So, there was something in your life that was kind of like giving you stress or giving you trouble. Could be a career, could be a person, could be family, could be like not eating well, could be if you're using too much technology, spending too much time on the phone, not like watching too much TV. Something in your life was out of balance and it was making you feel sick. And so you put that thing out of your life. You put it out, you walked away, and you turned to church. You turned to spirit, and your guides, they walked with you during this, and they helped you find a balance. But at first, you had to, like, really, like, cut this thing out. Like, you had to cut it out because it was really bad for you. So, it was really bad for you in the way you were using it. It's not inherently bad. Nothing is inherently bad or good. It's all about the intentions that you put into it. So when you lost the balance in what you were doing, it felt like this thing was really bad because it started to take from you. But that's why Spirit said, okay, get rid of it altogether because you're kind of addicted, you're kind of obsessed, you're whatever. And so they said, we gotta get rid of it because we can't get you to think straight, we can't get you to focus. So they got it out of your life completely, and then you found an immense, like, balance, like, serious balance, but you did a lot of work to get there. Like, you worked really hard to create this balance, working hand in hand with Spirit, listening, like, and obeying what Spirit said. And now I think Spirit has changed the message a little. I think Spirit is saying, okay, like, we did our work, and you're no longer obsessive about this, or addicted to this, or, and I'm not talking about, like, drugs and alcohol. I'm talking about, like, you can be addicted to anything. A person, like, because if you're addicted to drugs and alcohol, you're not supposed to slowly integrate it back into your life. Don't take what I'm saying like that. Just don't. Anyway, people, places, things, objects, anything like that that is not, like, causing you to walk off your path or making your soul leave your body. Like, alcohol and drugs can do that. But anyway, let me get a drink. So this thing that you were focusing too much of yourself on was completely cut out because Spirit told you to, or maybe Spirit did because you weren't listening, and it got completely cut out. And now Spirit's like, alright, well, you can, spend a little time with this person. You can, have a little bit of sweets every once in a while. You can enjoy yourself and, make sure that you use your phone for what it's necessary for. Enjoy a little TV. I was at church a couple weeks ago, and I went with my best friend and her husband and her 2 kids, and her spirit, she is very, very conscious and very good about sticking to a healthy diet that she makes herself because she's gluten-free and she's lactose intolerant, so she has all of these restrictions to keep herself safe and keep herself healthy. So, and she also just really understands the food industry and the energy that goes into food, as well as the chemicals and the changes. So she works really hard to provide healthy, handmade, usually like farm fresh, organic food for herself and her family. And she works very hard at this because if you are aware about the food industry, it's like extremely corrupt and it's not easy to always know what you're getting. So she works really, really hard, and she's very diligent, and she like almost never has a slip up, at least on purpose. And don't get me wrong, when we go to holiday parties and when we do, fun things, the children, because she made a really good point to me that we call kids, but a kid is a baby goat, and human babies are children. So why would we put that kind of satanic label on them in their primest points of innocence? So anyway, we've been working really hard to use the word children. So she makes sure that her children get what they need, and they do sometimes get little special treats for holidays. And the sermon, the angels that came through were grandparent angels of both of us, and the grandparents and great-grandparents told her, they said, "You're doing an incredible job with these children. We're so proud. Let them have a cookie every once in a while." And it was just like, it was so deep because she's so good about that and so careful. And of course they do have a cookie once in a while, but I think I can feel this in my solar plexus and my ear just started ringing. I think it was very important for her to hear, it's okay. It's okay that you do that. You don't have to feel guilty because you allowed them to have a little treat. It's okay because you're doing such a good job everywhere else. It's okay to have this little indulgence. It's okay to just be human for 5 minutes. And that's exactly what Spirit is saying to you right now. You've done the work. You've worked very, very, very hard, and you're taking care of yourself, and you're doing the right thing, and you're walking very gracefully down your path. But now it's time to allow little bits of humanity and of the physical realm in that are of love and light, and that's okay. And you're feeling not sure about this, the Hanged Man. You're feeling like, but you're also getting put in a place outside of your comfort zone where you're really thinking. And when you're meditating, Spirit might be saying, oh, well, go ahead and text that friend, or make sure they're okay right now. Or, you've been eating so well, and you're at a get-together. Why don't you have a cookie? Things like that. And then immediately inside you go, wait, but you told me not to do that, Spirit. Spirit, you told me that wasn't good for me. You told me that I shouldn't do that. I needed to cut it out. But Spirit's saying, you're a different person now. You're a completely different person now. You have more balance, more understanding, and you're more cooperative. I think maybe in the past you just didn't really listen all that well to Spirit, and you learned that it's better to just do that. So, this one is the same thing too. You feel like it's a trick almost, and you have your defenses up because you're like, oh, is this a test? Like, am I supposed to say no? Am I supposed to not do that? Is that the ego talking, or is that Spirit talking? And Spirit wants you to know, no, we are telling you to go ahead and do that because you're different now and things are better now and it's okay. It's okay. Whew. It's okay. It's all going to be okay. Yeah. And like I said, You're focusing on career, you're focusing on self, you're focusing on spirit. Look at him putting that spirit, that angel on a pedestal, and then like holding up the pentacle. It's like your work is now divinely guided, and spirit is providing you with everything that you need, including the answers to what you're looking for. If you sit quietly long enough, you'll hear all the answers to why it's okay to do this. Alright. 2 more cards, please, Spirit. 2 more cards, please, Spirit. For air signs. Whoa, 1. Happy birthday, Aquarius. Oh, I don't even know what to take because it's a lot. No, this is too much. Too much. Sorry, Spirit, but I can't figure it out. Okay. Okay. You guys. Oh, I'm so glad I pulled this deck. Spirit told me to, and I did, and I'm so glad I did. You got Haru, the family of Ra. You got Haru, which is Jesus. I mean, they're not the exact same energy, of course not, but he was Jesus in Egypt. And he did a lot of other things too. He's rebirth. You've been reborn. But I almost feel like he's watching, like, it was like this. So he's looking at you. Like I said, you've got all of these ascended masters around you, including Haru. And he's saying, wow, I'm proud. But listen to what I say. Because it might contradict what I said before, but it's the right thing now. Because you're different. You're different, and you know. And you'll feel when it's wrong. That's why you're not really sure, because it doesn't feel wrong, but it doesn't feel right, because for so long you were blocking. And now they're like, unblock a little. Unblock a little. Little bit. You're different now. You're different now. You're 5D. You ascended. You ascended to the 5D with the rest of the earth. And then Netru, this is like, I don't want to say the best card in the deck, because I don't want to compare them like that, but this is an incredible card to have as to predict your future. Netru is literally all aspects of the divine coming together so that literally anything is possible right now. Anything you want, you got. Wow. That's incredible, air signs. Congratulations. Anything you want, you got. Think about it, you got it. Think about it long enough, you got it. If thinking about it isn't working, write it down. Keep listening. Keep pushing forward without questions. Don't dim to fit in. It's all happening for you, not to you. So, keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward with your blinders on. With your physical blinders on, but with your third eye wide open. And when Spirit tells you, it's okay, peek the blinders off. Look around a little bit. See what I'm telling you to see. Say what I'm telling you to say. Just do it. Because it's all for your highest and greatest good. And literally anything can happen right now. If you don't cast spells, start casting them. And a spell can literally be writing in your manifestation journal to manifest the future that you want for yourself. That's a spell. So, it's time. Everyone sees you. The subtle realms see you, they know you, they feel you, they're about you, they're like, alright, you've proved yourself. And now here, so everybody came around, all these spirits came around at one point and were like, we see your potential, and they pushed you, and you were like, yeah, this is great, I'm going. And then all of a sudden something distracted you, and you were like, oh, well, I mean, I'm still going forward, but I'm looking sideways. And then you, like, fell off cliff. Like, because Spirit was like, you can't look sideways, you gotta keep looking forward. Can't look back, can't look sideways. So they walked you right off a cliff, and you were like, instead of falling and crashing and burning and like landing like a Family Guy character with like your legs all like broken, like, oh my god, I've just fallen from a cliff. You were like falling, and you're like, ah, and then you were like, wait a second, I'm magical, I'ma just fly. So you like flew up and like ascended with the earth and kept ascending and ascending, and your light just kept shining. And then Spirit was like, whoa. Wow, every other time we knocked him or her down, they let themselves crumble into like a pile of dust and crawled all the way back up the mountain. Crawling at a very slow speed, like barely hanging on, slipping down sometimes, falling again, over and over again. And this time, before you hit the bottom, you're like, no, wait, I've done this before. I'm going to sprout some wings and I'm going to fly and get the fuck out of here. So you flew up out, and you impressed a lot of spirits. You impressed everybody with your will to live and your tenacity and your will to live not just any life, but your life, your path, and a good life and a happy life that you deserve, and the one that you were born for, the soul plan you created up in the heavens before you were ever born. You said, nah, I'm not getting knocked down again. Here I come, back up. And they said, wow, that's incredible. You're incredible. Your potential is finally being recognized within yourself, because people around you have always recognized it. Spirits around you have always recognized it. And finally, you're recognizing it. And they said, all right, it's time. It's time. You're ready. We see you. We're here. Wow. That was incredible. I really hope you guys liked it. Again, Aquarius, happy birthday. And yes, if you want to leave, I love comments. If you want to leave me a comment, please leave me one. Thank you so much to everybody who's been interacting with me and commenting on my videos. Like if you feel like it, subscribe if you feel like it, and I really hope to see you again sometime. This was an incredible, beautiful reading, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for letting me read you, and I appreciate you, and I see the love and the light in you. Namaste, right? So, okay, better go before I keep rambling. Oh, also, I'm going to try and put out, I am going to put out a Valentine's reading, so for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Alright, bye.